Okay guys, welcome back to another episode on your Dr. DIY channel. So in today's video, this is a Hyundai Ioniq HEV Plus year 2018. So what we are going to do is, we are going to see what is the problem, because when we drive, we have some sort of sound coming out here, and we are going to change the link stabilizer, okay, left and right, and then we're going to change the pad front spring lower, okay. So this is the rubber where the coil, the spring sits down. So we got two, left and right, front, and then the rubber for the upper part, because as far as I know, the rubber already broke. And then we're going to change the bush stabilizer bar. This bush stabilizer bar, we will see whether is it easy to change, or we will take it to the service center. Okay, so we have taken out the tire. So this is the stabilizer link. As you can see, you can move by hand. Okay, it's very loose. So we're going to change this link. So we're going to undo two screws, one here and one on the inside. Second to that, you can see here, this is the rubber pad. You can see I can basically peel off. I can basically break it. It's already very brittle, you know. You can see here. So I can, yes, I can basically just take all this thing out. You see, all broken, it's all brittle. So when the spring plays, high likely the bottom of the spring, which is made of metal, is in contact with the absorbers. So you hear some sort of screeching sound, okay, because of the worn out rubber. So we will see the condition of the absorber when we take out the absorber. So the absorber, when we want to take out, you got to take out these two nuts, undo the screw, this screw, brake hydraulic hose screw, and on top the screw is here, so we got to undo this cover. So we have taken out, this is the left hand side. You can see the left hand side, okay, the bottom one, and this is the, you can see it's already broken, the cap, the free place, very big. This is the right hand side, also broken, okay. So you will hear tuck sound, okay. So let's compare to the original one. You see, you cannot even, it's very hard to move, okay. This is in order to remove the nut. Sometimes when you want to undo the nut size 17, this thing will turn. In order to prevent this thing to turn, you hold this bar by size 8, okay, then you turn the nut, okay, then you will be able to open up this. Okay, so we undo the wiper nut. Wiper nut got two, this is size 17, okay, because we're going to take out this one to get to the absorber. So in order to take out this, we got to undo this clip here, this clip, 1, 2, 3 and 4. How to undo this clip? Very easy. So we press this in, and then this is a special, yes, this is how you undo the clip. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, we're gonna disconnect. Okay, alright guys, so we got this whole thing out. Okay, this is the absorber nut we have to undo. Okay, 3 nut and the absorber will go out. Okay, one side is 17, one side is 19. The hole here, and we will open up that. And we have the bottom. Okay guys, you can see all broken. Can you see? All broken. Okay, so we are going to change this rubber and also the top rubber. And not only that, we are going to see how is the absorber mounting. Right? So in order to change this, we got to clamp the spring. This is the absorber mounting. You see? All brittle. Okay, let's see whether it's leaking or not. Not leaking. That's good. Okay, we are going to see the spring. See? It's not kicking back. It's not kicking back. Okay, so the absorber is not working properly. This is the right hand side. Okay, just a quick update. If anyone is using FRIXA brake pads, kindly switch back to your original brake pad, which was from Hyundai. Okay, this is the one. This was the original brake pads from Hyundai. Stock when the car came. Why? This is because FRIXA brake pad are noted to spoil the disc. If you can see, the disc has been damaged. Okay, the surface is very rough. So everything you see on the white mat here is all new, except the absorbers. Absorbers have been refurbished. Okay, so let me just show you what is the meaning of refurbished. Basically, they cut. Okay, because the absorber was clamped inside. The housing of the absorber was clamped, so they removed that. They took out all the components inside. They washed everything all. According to that guy, he said the bush was a bit worn out. That's why the oil was black. So he changed the bush and then they put a replaceable cap. And you can see they drilled 3 holes because they use special tools to unlock this guy. So after measuring the absorber on the weighing scale, this absorber happens to be 3.660 kg. This is 3.25 kg. We are going to change the absorber suspension strut dust cover. This is the new one and this is the serial number. Okay, so this is 2 pieces, right? So we're going to compare to the old one. So this is the old one. Of course, we still can use it, but it's already 7 years. So there is no sign of damage. But of course, it's already been compressed. So you can see the height difference. Then we are going to change the pad front spring rubber pad. So this one. Okay. This is for the coil on top. So the serial number is also given here. However, comparing it to the old one, okay, slightly different because look at the serial number 54623-C1000. This is 54623D4000. However, it happened to be the same. Of course, we are going to change the link stabilizer. Okay, this link stabilizer, basically if you compare to the old, you can see it's very loose and also it's already torn. Then we are going to change the bumper rubber. So this is the bumper rubber and this is the serial number. So if you compare it with the old one, this is the old one. So this is already like it's already deforming by itself. Then we are going to move on to the lower front spring rubber pad. This is the front lower. This is the upper rubber pad. This is the lower one. This is the original one, 54633 F2000. So if you compare this with the old one, this is the old one. Of course, it's very dirty. I have already washed it. Okay, So everything is the same. Then we come to the absorber bearing strut. Okay, this is very crucial. Every time when you turn your steering, your absorber turn. When your absorber turn, this guy turns with the absorber. So if you hear any screeching sound and so forth, your absorber bearing, they call it absorber bearing, have already worn out. So in this case, it is very hard to turn. Okay, old one is very easy to turn. Then we go to the top mounting of the absorber, where everything sits down, and this is mounted to the car chassis. This is the serial number. If you compare with the old one, I don't see any significant wear and tear. The height is still the same, no sign of corrosion. Okay, it doesn't rust, the rubber is still soft. Since it's already 7 years, so we just change it. We will use back the top cover. We will use back the absorber bottom cover here. I want to share a new thing with you guys, is the spring. Originally, there is some sort of rubber on the spring. This will eventually sit down on top this rubber. This is the top. Okay, then you will have your absorber bearing which will sit down here. Finally, you will have your top absorber mounting. For the bottom part of the spring is also the same. Okay, the length and the width all is the same. So basically they will give you 2 pieces in one packet. For the below part, you have your absorber pad. So you can see this is the end. Okay, so the end will basically sits there. You got to put it in and press. So you see from down, you can see the pins are already out. So you can put your coil as such. Okay, right, like this. This is how your coil, end of the coil must be touching here. You can do that, but originally the car was padded with a thin rubber. Why? This is because they didn't want metal to rubber to be in contact. Why? Because there will be some sort of squeaking sound. Can you see? So to eliminate that, they introduce the rubber, which is this. Okay, once you put this, you cannot hear the squeaking sound anymore. Okay, so we have completely mounted the absorbers for left and right. This is right, this is left. You can see the rubber is sitting down here. So now we're going to install. So the arrow must be pointing there. That's it. So I put it here.